And we are going to begin. You're very welcome, as I said, to our online breathing space on this, what is Sunday afternoon for me. And beautiful spring Sunday afternoon it is. My name's Marie, and I'm a teacher here at Breathing Space, and I'm one half of the Exhale Awakening. And somewhere on your screen, at the minute, she's there for me, is Sharyn, who's also a teacher at Breathing Space and is the other half of the Exhale Awakening. And we are going to be leading you in this session. Our sessions all have a similar shape. So we don't do a 20, 25-minute conscious connected breathe. We do our sessions slightly differently. We lead you through 4 different breath styles in this session. Each breath style will begin with some birdsong and we'll finish with some silence. The silence and the birdsong both are medicine as well as the breath because they both help bring you into your parasympathetic nervous system. The birdsong tells your reptilian brain that you're safe, that there are no predators, also improves your mood. And the silence allows you to create new neural pathways in your brain. So lots of things will be happening as you breathe in this session. The 4 breath styles we're going to lead you through today. We're going to breathe with the elements. So we're going to breathe with, I can't think of the order we're doing them. We're doing water, water, air, fire, and earth is the way we're doing them. Couldn't remember the order. So we're actually going to do a connected breath in each section today. We'll guide you or we'll invite you to do each one a slightly different way. And the invitation in this session is to notice what each one of them feels like in your body. To notice, just to notice what you notice about them. Go into it without any expectations. There may be ones that you like more than others, and just notice that as well. What we offer is an invitation. So what I would ask you to do is maybe give each of the breath styles, give it a go. Even you've done it before and really didn't like it, try it today. Because you find that on a different day, you like different things and the breath's the same. So give each style a go, always knowing that you can go back to your natural breath rhythm at any stage. We have one rule at the Exhale Awakening, and that is that you're comfortable. So please look after your physical comfort as we do this. And if that means you need to move, please feel free to move. If that means you need to vocalize equally, if you're in a place where you can vocalize, feel free to vocalize as well. Everybody's muted, so you won't be heard. The one thing I will say about movement, however, is when we do intentional breathing, we can change, well, we do change the chemicals inside, and you can become lightheaded. So we would ask that if you're at home, something happens that you have to get up and look after, please take a few moments to let your breath come back to its natural breath rhythm and to let any effects that are there, just let them subside. Because if you get up and you're lightheaded, obviously you might fall, and we absolutely don't want that. Also, we say be comfortable, but this is breath work. And sometimes breath work takes us to places where maybe there is some discomfort. And I suppose the invitation that we're giving you in this session is that if you feel safe and if today is a day that you can, that you go to those places and you sit with the discomfort. You absolutely don't push through or force or try and get to the other side or try and let it go or any of those things. That you just sit with that discomfort for a while, because sometimes just the act of sitting with the discomfort might allow things to very slowly and softly begin to move. But it is your journey, and always know that you're in control so that you can bring your breath back to its natural rhythm at any point. And when you do, all of the sensations you're feeling, whether they're physical or emotional or whether are mental, all of those things will subside. Um, I suppose the thing to say is go into this session with curiosity, but with no expectations. Because sometimes when we go into it with expectations that this is going to happen, or I'm going to like this, or this is going to work, our mind gets carried away in the expectations, and we don't maybe allow what will naturally happen to happen. And because we're working with the breath, if you do go with the breath, then you will get exactly what you need in this session. You can do this either seated or lying down. If you're seated, make sure that you're properly supported. And if you're lying down, make sure that if you have a pillow, that it's not too high, because you don't want in any way to obstruct your airways so that the air can move freely. I think that's all. Yeah, yes, and Sharyn says that's also that's all. Okay, so all that being said, make yourself comfortable, and we might just take a deep breath just to bring ourselves into the space. So just take a long inhale and sigh it out. And I'm going to start the music while the bird song. And just bring your attention to your body. And notice where your body's in contact with the surface that's holding you. And feel into those points of contact. And become aware of the earth beneath you that's holding all of us. And then take a few moments just to notice your body. And notice what's there for you today. Without judging it or investigating it, just noticing it. Bring your attention to your mind. Maybe it's busy and thoughts are flying about everywhere. Maybe it's not. Again, just notice. And notice if there are any emotions there. Maybe one emotion, there may be loads, or they may be hard to find. And as the music begins, just allow all those things to fade into the background. And I'm going to invite you to begin breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keeping the breaths connected, but without any need to pull or force any breath. Gently breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as we breathe here, we're going to connect with the element of water. And maybe connecting with any emotions that you can feel in your body. And letting the breath flow. Continuous flow like the water. maybe it's the water in the river, flowing over the stones and round the stones, but always flowing. Or maybe it's the waves in the sea. Keeping that breath flowing gently in through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe as the breath flows in and out, maybe you can sense that there are emotions that are stuck a little bit. And allowing the breath to just gently, gently, gently maybe begin to move them. Keeping that breath moving softly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And just noticing how that feels in your body. Keeping those breaths gently connected at the top and bottom, just gently. Gently allowing any emotions just to fade away again. And allowing your breath to come back to its natural rhythm as the music fades and we go into the silence.
And as the birdsong brings the silence to a gentle close, just reflecting on what you noticed during the silence. Maybe it felt like it was just a blink, or maybe it felt like it was hours. And probably it was somewhere in between, but just notice how that silence felt. And in our next breath segment, we're going to breathe with the element of air. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in through your mouth. Close your mouth at the top and breathe out through your nose. Opening your mouth and breathing in through the mouth. Closing the mouth and breathing out through the nose. Keep practicing that for just a little while, connecting the breaths at the top and at the bottom. Letting that open-mouthed inhale move straight into the exhale through the nose. Inhale with the open mouth. And exhale through the nose. And this breath might take the most concentration. So just keep bringing your breath back to the focus of inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the nose. And see if you can focus on those transitions between the open-mouthed inhale and then the exhale through the nose. Watching that move between open mouth and closed mouth and feeling the breath move. We're breathing with the element of air. Encouraging curiosity about how this breath feels. What's happening in your body? How easy or difficult is it for you to breathe in this way? Breathing with the element of air invites us to engage our minds, to hold many things at once. How we're breathing, what we are feeling and what we are noticing, and then our natural thought stream. Just noticing if we drop our attention on the breath, if the pattern changes, and bringing it back to in through the mouth and out through the nose. We're into our last minute now. Maybe you might want to let your natural breath return. Or maybe you might want to keep playing with this one and see how it feels as we move into the silence. Above all, tuning into your body and doing what's right for you.
And again, as the birds bring the silence to a close, just reflecting on what that silence felt like. Maybe it felt different to the first one, and maybe it felt exactly the same. And in our third segment, we're going to breathe with the element of fire. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Breathing, taking the inhale through an open mouth, and then exhaling through an open mouth. Again, keeping the breaths connected. So no pause at the top of the inhale or at the bottom of the exhale. And maybe you've done this breath style before, and maybe you've pulled on the inhale. You don't have to do that here. You can, obviously you're in charge of your own experience, but maybe just breathing gently in through your open mouth. And slowly. And then, without any pause, letting it become the exhale and just allowing the breath to fall out. And maybe playing with how slow you can do this breath style. And being very conscious of all of the inhale. Gently and softly. Knowing there's no need to rush or force here. Gently inhaling through your open mouth. And then letting the exhale through your open mouth as well. And noticing how that feels in your body. And we're breathing here with the element of fire. And maybe feeling that breath begin to gently stoke that inner fire. Maybe in that fire you can feel some of your sense of purpose. As you inhale slowly, bringing that breath deep into your body. But slowly. Fire doesn't have to be a raging fire. It can be a gentle fire. Keeping your inhale soft and slow. And noticing how that feels. Noticing how it feels to bring the breath in through the open mouth this time. noticing what the exhale feels like through the open mouth. And letting that breath very gently stoke that fire deep inside you. The fire that connects you to your purpose, but also connects you to everything. And as you gently inhale and exhale through your open mouth, feeling the power in that fire, even though it's a gentle fire. Only about 30 seconds left here. And then we'll be going back into the silence and deciding how you want to be in the silence.
And taking a moment or two with the birds to notice the silence. And how that felt for you after the breath of fire. And in our final breath of this session, we're going to bring our attention to the element of earth, the very soil in between our toes, underneath our feet. And for this breath, I'm going to invite you to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, if that's available to you. So just taking a gentle inhale, no pause at the top, straight into a gentle exhale. And you've got no need to count the breath, the rhythm of these breaths. Just gently allow your body to guide the rhythm and the pace of your breath. Inhaling until you've inhaled enough, and then moving straight into the exhale. And then at the bottom of the breath, beginning straight away to inhale again. Maybe you might find a rhythm in the music, or maybe you might tune into the natural rhythm of your own body. But focusing your attention down towards the earth and into your own body. Feeling your body move with every breath. Imagining that your breath and the breath of the earth are synchronized. Keep bringing your attention back to that gentle inhale and soft and smooth exhale. And let the gentle breath soothe you, like standing with your feet on freshly mown grass soothes you. Feeling the connection between your breath, the body, and the land.
And as the bird song begins for a final time in this session, and signals that maybe it's time to start thinking about coming back. But before that, just taking a moment to notice how you feel now. To notice how all of those breaths and the silences and the bird song, just how they all landed in your body. And bringing your attention back into your body. And maybe introducing some gentle movement, whether that's a stretch or a yawn. Maybe just moving your fingers and toes. Whatever your body needs right now. Shoulders, head and neck. And being aware again of that surface underneath you that's supporting you and where you're touching that surface. if your eyes are still closed, maybe gently blinking them open and taking a look around the space that you're in. Familiar surroundings. And then when you've arrived back in the physical space that you're in, remembering that you're also in the Zoom room. Maybe gently making your way back to the Zoom room.
And while you're doing that, and before we close the recording, I'm just going to bring your attention to the notices, to some links. The first one being that if you've enjoyed this style of breathwork, then we do this every Wednesday at 7:30. And it's free to join us on that day for the hour. So the ticket link is the same link for everything for us. So you can just press that ticket link and book a ticket. If you did want to contact Breathing Space, then the email for Breathing Space is there in the chat also. As is the link for the facilitator training. If you have in your mind that you might like to learn how to train, then there's a link there for the Breathing Space facilitator training, but also the training that Marie and I do, the Exhale Awakening, in conjunction with Breathing Space. So just a slight variation, as is our way, on that training schedule. And then there's the Breathing Space All Access Pass, which gives you access to many breathworks in a library and courses, and then a live 2-hour breathwork, which will be happening on Tuesday next week. So now's a good time to sign up if you were thinking of coming along. The recording of this session will go into YouTube, up onto our YouTube channel, so you can find that at the Exhale Awakening. And it will also go into our community. And if you'd like to be part of our free community, then the link is there. I'm nearly there. We do hold longer breathworks, and they are held on the second Sunday of each month. So in 2 hours, we'll be doing all of this again. Not this one, but something similar. In 1 hour, sorry, we'll be doing all of this again. So we start at 6 p.m. and we journey on the second Sunday with the Celtic Tree calendar. So we're journeying with Rowan this evening in an hour. And then on the fourth Friday of each month, we journey with the Sun's Whispers, and we're journeying with Pisces and Surrender on the fourth Friday of the month. And of course, we would love it if you would, if you would give us a review, that would be fantastic. But the final link is always a way of you getting in contact with us. So you can message us on that platform if you'd like anything from us, as well as obviously in our own community, but you can message us there on the Breathing Space community directory. Whew, all of that said, we're going to stop the recording now, except to say before I do, if you have done this by recording, do take care of yourself. This was very nourishing, but still profound as breathwork always is. So do take care of yourself physically and be gentle. Go gentle and go kind. Thank you.